Namaskar to all of you. Hey Janardana. I had given posting yesterday. I said the expectations in life with the master will lead to frustration and disappointment. I have got some comments on this. Kamalita Rajagopalan writes,
Namaskaram Guruji, when we have your endless love and support, what else do we need? It's human nature to have expectations, I think, but we have to make a conscious effort to stop it. Good, Kamalita. You have understood it well. My support, my endless love is always there. I never forget anyone. I never forget those which are there in the extraterrestrial world, which we perceive as prayogis. I have not forgotten them. I have not forgotten anything across. Because my masters were the most gratuitous people whom we have come across. And they have passed on that attitude to me. And it is their blessing that we continue with that gratuitous attitude towards our own disciples, towards society, towards nation, towards Jagat. Yes, but some conscious effort. There are some disciples who carry some desires, or expectations, not desires, expectations. And probably I may not be able to fulfill all that. Ratna Prasad writes, not at all Guruji, in spite many problems. We are very happy with your shelter, Guruji. Love you. Nice, Ratna. I know this lady for a very long period of time. Very long period of time. In fact, many of you know her after my knowing her. So, that is there. So, she is very useful, she is very helpful. We know she has problems, not that every human has. She is one person who has taken it in the stride and she carries on. My friend Dr. Peter D. Ritter, Namaskaram Gurudeva, as you instruct, we take it all in stride, not with expectations but gratitude. Beautiful reply. Beautiful. One has to take things in their own stride. You should keep always in mind that the Master is there always with you. One day a person had a dream. He was walking in the desert. There were happy times when happy times were there. God was walking with him. He could find his steps on the sand and side by side he could find Bhagavan's steps. When it was very gloomy, when he was depressed, he found only one pair of feet. He did not find the other pair, it was missing. He told Bhagavan, when I am depressed, you are supposed to be there. When I am happy, I find you everywhere. When I am depressed, I am not able to find you. You see, only my steps are there and not your steps. Bhagavan replied, your ego makes you to think that it is your steps. It is your feet, the impression on the sand. It is my feet. I was carrying you. Master carries you when you are depressed. Unfortunately, the faith is not there with the Master, so you feel the burden. The burden is only that of the Master and not yours. Raghu Pakala writes, Pranam Guruji, always being in the company of Master, enjoying his love and grace itself is a very great blessing. What more is needed for anyone? Very matured reply, Raghu. I know you take it that way. Then we have a comment, Vedavyas Chintalapati says, you have a plan for our life. Our life goes according to what you desire. Howsoever we may try, you will not give anything which is bad for us. You know what is good for us. So if expect things to happen as we wish, we will be disappointed. In Gurukulam, Master rewrites our fate. Too much of encomium and praises. Please remember, I am also a human. Bhagavan rewrites. Incidentally, we are there. Incidentally, we are there, that's all. When he rewrites, either the situation changes or our way of looking at the problem changes. When situation changes and you are blessed with what you want, you get into that mode that anything will be solved. Not like that. Just because one thing has been solved for you the way you thought, things will not be solved in the very same way. Sometimes your mind has to change the way you look at the problem. In fact, that is much better. The way you look at the problem, if it changes, you will be able to see through the problem. You will experience the problem. You will be very courageous. That's why the Master walks with you when you have problem. So Vedavyas, don't give too much of encomiums and praises. In fact, most of the masters in this world have become corrupted because of the disciple doing such games. Maunika Madgula says, Guruji, one thing I work on constantly under your guidance is keeping a check on expectations. When we are doing with the others, it is stupidity to have that with the Master. Having a Master, that too a Prayogi, is a pure blessing. He is beyond our imagination. Going to him with our silly and small things with expectation is foolish. He has been extremely graceful to come out to our level and address our mundane issues. Doesn't mean we take him for granted. Exactly, this is the reply. This is the reply. You are already having that expectational attitude with others. Don't bring that attitude with the Master. In fact, with others also, you are not supposed to have that attitude. Because there is going to be disappointment. If you are working for the satisfaction of others, that itself is a very huge mistake. You must work for your satisfaction, not for others' satisfaction. You must do things for your satisfaction, not for others' satisfaction. For others can never ever be satisfied. When you try to satisfy others, that itself is a greed. That itself is a greed. It is not possible to satisfy anybody other than yourself. Do your duty very sincerely. Don't be violent in life. Make your life purposeful. Do something. Don't keep sitting and don't be lazy. There is plenty of work in this world. There may not be jobs, but there is plenty of work in this world. Go out in this world. Go out and see, practically experiment everything the way it has to be experimented, and work for your satisfaction. Do service. First is self, then selfless. Selfless means it is not totally without self. It means selfless. There will be self, but it will be less. That is what is called self-realization. Self-realization means it is selfless realization.
Self will be there a little bit, but it will be less. That is why it is called selfless. Very good, Maunika. It's a good comment. Next we go, Padma Duvuri. She says, having you as our Guruji is true blessing. Your presence gives us strength and direction in life and confidence and rest assured that we are guided and protected. Thank you. Too much of praise, Padma. I am just like you. There is no difference between you and me in the sense we both are unique. No comparison. But as a human, we both are equals. There is nothing extraordinary I am saying through all this. All these things already you know it. Not that you do not know it. You already know it. But I am just reminding you which you already know. I am just reminding you. I have come to only remind you. These things already you are aware. Already your parents would have told you. Already elders would have told you. You would have read in the books, your teachers, your school, so many people, college, so many people would have told you. So many friends, you might have had very matured friends. They would have told you about this subject. This is not something Sridhar alone is saying today, Padma. Sridhar alone is not saying today. It has been told to you many times by many people. Sridhar also joins that gang. That's all. Sridhar is joining that gang. Already many people told. Yes. Please remember, what is the strength also becomes the weakness. Sometimes people become weak. When people become weak, they talk ill of the very same person whom they were adoring and praising. Whom they were adoring and praising at some point of time. They talk ill about the person because it has become a weakness. When it is the strength, they never talk ill about the person. They adore the person. They think the person itself has come to them to clarify various things in life, to live a peaceful and a joyous life. So the other side of strength is weakness. The very same thing which is strong for you may be also a point of weakness. Only one thing, Padma, please see that it remains always a strength and doesn't become a weakness. Good comment. I appreciate you. Next we go down. Let me see who else has commented. Yes, my friend Santosh Tati. Very nice guy. If you see him, he will look very big. Like Kunubrao. Heart is very soft. Yes, like Kunubrao. Very soft. He has got a very soft inner core. Very soft. Of course, he is a jeweler, but still he is very soft. Guruji Pranam, it's only Lord Krishna who can truly fulfill my deepest expectation, and you are none other than Krishna himself, guiding me with your divine grace in human form. Frustrations and disappointment is again in my best interest. Your grace and mercy. Yeah. Frustrations and disappointment also gives you experience. But you must come out of it. You must come out of it. I am not Krishna and all. I am very normal. My parents have probably named me Sridhar. They kept on calling me Sridhar. Then I came to know I am Sridhar. I will tell you something about Santosh. A couple of days back, when the accident happened in Hyderabad, outside, from Hyderabad, one bus was going to Bengaluru. Somewhere after Kurnool, the bus met with an accident and there was fire. You people would have probably, I saw that video, please remember, I was watching the fire only. For us, every fire indicates so many things. We see Agni Lakshanam not just in Homam. I see in all these things also. What is the Akshara, where the souls have gone. They have to reach proper places, their Pitruloka, otherwise the dark forces may steal them and become more powerful. They may be misusing them. So, where they have gone, I was just looking for that. Of course, as a normal human, when you see that, you get affected. He was so unhappy about it. His heart started burning. Why is this happening? He asked me. Guruji, why is this happening? What is it all these people have done? Some 20 people, 21 people, I don't know exact number, I don't know. Totally the bus had only 40 passengers. Out of that 50% gone. Somewhere, that's what I read a couple of days. Please remember, I go by what is given in the paper. And I'm just repeating it. Somewhere one person, probably he drunk night and he drove the vehicle and there was an accident because he couldn't balance. In fact, there was a YouTube video which showed after filling the petrol or before that, he was moving the vehicle and the way he turned the vehicle itself, he put the stand and just turned it and then got onto it. They say it's more easy that way, I don't know all that. It's long since I have driven a motorbike. And then he just went there while leaving the petrol bunk. Literally he was about to fall down. That itself indicated that he was drunk. There was another gentleman with him. One boy was there. I don't know what happened to that boy, but finally this man met with an accident. And then subsequently that was probably remaining on the road. One person somewhere near Kurnool became responsible for the death of 20 people. Why it should happen? Why this has happened? What may be the reason? Let us explore it from the point of view of Prayoga Shastra. I cannot say religion. I will say from Prayoga Shastra point of view, why this has happened. Can anybody give some explanation? Yes, some explanation can be given, not all, unless we do a thorough research of it. It's a collective fate. In fact, one person who said that he will board in Khairatabad or somewhere, I don't know. Then subsequently he has called them and said that I will board at Shamshabad. And finally when he came, he was late and the bus had left. You see, he escaped. One person escaped. Because the other day in Ahmedabad flight also one person escaped. Okay, directly he was on the flight itself. Here at least he missed the flight. Of course in our Ahmedabad that flight case also the same thing. Not Aurangabad, Ahmedabad. Flight case also the same thing. Some people had missed the flight. One person travelled in the flight and he escaped. Not others. Whereas the same thing here also, what happened? One person did not come and he escaped. Why? How is it that one person is escaping and one person is not escaping? It is collective. It is fate. See, when something good happens, everything you will say it is all your achievement, all those things we say. Okay, that is normally we say. Because that is our ignorance. When thing bad happens, you will say it is fate. Fate means good, bad, everything is fate. That's why I say you are not the doer. Incidentally, you are there and you get the credit or debit thereof. But you are not the doer. Life is choiceless. Okay, that doesn't mean that work is not done or work will not be done. You have to do the work, but it is Bhagavan's work. Everything is Bhagavan's work. Individually, nobody is capable of doing anything. When you work from the heart, Bhagavan shines. When it works from the mind, where mind has to be applied, yes, you can apply. But where mind should not be applied, where heart has to be applied, if mind is applied, that's all. The devil takes over. So, why this has happened? This is called collective fate. So many people dying at the same spot. That is the spot where they have to die. Something happened in the past, we don't know. what happened. Okay. We do not know. Nobody can say. I was more interested in seeing that these souls will reach Pitruloka. I have slowly started some prayogam for those souls because I was only more concerned about the Akshara and the Pitrus. They should go to their original address. Okay, unless you reach the original address,
you cannot reach Bhagavan Janardana, Bhagavan Narayana. It is not possible.
that is why Vaishnavites will very beautifully say, they will say, this person, somebody dies, they will put, sometimes obituary, these things come in the paper, no, they will write. Acharyan Tiruvadigalai Adaindar, he has reached the feet of the Guru, Master. The Master will now decide whether he is capable, whether he can go to Pitruloka or he has to go somewhere else. The Master takes the decision, they say. Very beautifully they say, we believe in this in Prayoga Shastra. So the idea is, yes, something terrible has happened. The families are going to suffer. Definitely, this is a major disaster. It must be affecting those families like anything. Their heart, their mind, everything. Okay. They may be having total faith in Bhagavan and all, but why did this happen when you had so much of faith? Faith is acceptance. Faith is not what you keep in mind. Certain things look appalling for us, for the family, yes. But in the scheme of nature, things do happen. There are so many aksharas would have been there in that place. Everything would have concentrated on that. Something like cell phones also added to the fire. Somebody had sent some cell phones from Hyderabad. Nowadays, they put everything in the dicky. Actually, the dicky is kept for keeping all the passenger goods. I was told that nowadays they not only have the passenger goods, but they also put so many other goods. They earn a little bit of money on that also. Somebody was saying equally they earn money. I don't know what is the
matrix for that. But are the transport companies checking whether they are inflammable, whether something happens, will they go up in flames? We don't know. Is there a proper type like in airports? We do some screening of the baggages. So whatever baggage you put it inside, whether we are taking care that there is no inflammable material.
Because anything, a little bit of spark can ignite. And people sit at two levels nowadays in all this, because sleeper buses, one level down, one level up. Okay. People who sit down level will be more vulnerable because the fire starts. That's the first thing it affects. So whether such safety measures are taken, of course, now the government will be very strict and they will be doing all the inspection of every bus, everything, this, that, so many things are there. When an incident happens, the government will not keep quiet, any government for that matter. They will definitely take up because it affects directly the public. Okay, they will take care of that. But whether they will take care of this aspect, we don't know. Inflammable material, it's a normal common sense that you cannot load such materials. But so far, nothing has happened and people were loading. Then once such an incident happens, it becomes, an eye-opener. Eye-opener. Okay. Why this happened? That's collective fate. Whether you like it, you don't like it. You sit in flats. Nowadays, flat is very common. Is it not? 70 stories, 75 stories. So 50 stories, 40 stories. In fact, if you go down and look, probably it may ache here. Collective fate. It's not individual fate. There is going to be a lot of connection because you are going to see so many people, you will be creating runam. They will be seeing you with what intention you are seeing, with what intention they are seeing. What is the level of interaction? So many things are there. Among that, do we see everybody? Do we interact with everybody? All these things. There are so many things. When we interact, whether we see in the morning, whether we see in the evening, at that point of time, in the nature, what are the aksharas that are available? Sometimes we say, in the evening time, don't have a fight. This is a normal thing we say. Because during Pradosha Kalam, Pradhanamana Dosha Kalam. Okay, that is Dosha means. That is twilight. It is neither light nor darkness. It will be somewhat. In the twilight, in fact, you cannot have, if it is light, you can have good visibility. If it is dark also, you can put on the light and you will have. But in this twilight period, even if you put on the light in the car or something when you drive, you cannot see the road properly. It won't be. When these two mixes, you will not. So that time when you do not have a direction, when you cannot see things properly, when you cannot analyze things properly, that becomes a dosha kala. During that time, in order to offer prayers, the rishis and munis will be going across the cosmos. Their souls will be traveling to offer prayers to Bhagavan all around the cosmos. They will keep saying only good things. At that time, they will say, Tadastu, 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 Narayana Tadastu, Narayana Tadastu, Narayana Tadastu, Narayana Tadastu. At that time, we don't say Narayana Tadastu. We say Narayana. No, we don't say Narayana. Evening time, we will have a very important public or say business meeting. May not be public meeting, maybe public meeting also. We have seen a very big thing happening in Tamil Nadu very recently where 40 people were killed in a stampede. Okay. So, Tadastu, they will say, at that time if you are fighting Tadastu, that's you keep fighting forever. There is not going to be any solution for that. In fact, evening time during Pradosha Kalam, Mauna Anushtanam is very good. At that time, nobody should speak. If you say something, and if there is a negative akshara in your environment, it is going to totally affect you. Evening time, Pradosha Kalam, we should always, if you can't say Narayana, at least don't bring all the nonsense, other things in your mouth. Otherwise, the best thing is Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Just keep on. Yes, it affects our heart when such a thing, very worse, where 20 people are perished to death, even killed. They said, somewhere I read in this regard, because I was searching for aksharas and all that, I was going through some material where it was reported that in one seat one mother was holding the child, and in that heat the child has got fused with the mother. Mother and the child, they cannot even separate. See, the mother wanted to, probably fire is all around. She wanted to protect the child. She thought she can protect the child and she was hugging the child. As she was hugging the child, she got fused along with the child. So many things. We are also learning in the process. Yes, this is an incident. This is all collective fate. We don't know what past has happened, what things have happened, who knows? Nobody knows. That is why life is mysterious, life is uncertain. So many people would have come and see them off at the station. At Hyderabad, so many people would have seen them. They cannot even believe that such a thing has happened. They just saw. In Ahmedabad airport, that air accident, Just that people have seen and the flight has taken off and they see people, the flight has crashed. Yes. Probably it's an instantaneous death for those people. Just a few seconds. But for the people who are seeing it, how it will be. They are living. Just see how much. What to do? That is also a part of your fate. That you have to witness such things. You have to witness such things. It's a part of the fate. I was looking for Aksharas because I don't want these souls to land up with a wrong, dark cosmic energy. They have to land with their Pitrus. They have to go to their Pitraloka. That is why I repeatedly say, you may not believe in God, but you at least believe in ancestry. You believe in your forefathers. Yeah, after all, you are a product of them. You are not some Bhagwan to be born without Anadi, they will say. Anadi means neither a beginning nor the end. The source itself is not known from where it has come. Swayambhu, they say. Even we saw the other day, Swayambhu becomes Swayam. He doesn't claim he is Swayam. So Ya goes and he is Swam, and from that came Swami. If somebody is addressed as Swami, it means what? They are egoless people. Okay? Thank you very much. God bless you all. Bye.